Welcome back. In our previous video, we just completed our run through, zoom in here, Ember Shard Mine, showing off the first mine location, as well as getting our first level up. And now we are ready to proceed on to Riverwood. We're outside, so we don't need the torch anymore. Turn that off. Left trigger to equip in the left hand. And we are ready to proceed. So all we need to do is either follow the marker up on the compass or get back to the road that we are on, down by the water, which is right here, and proceed forward. Hadvar wanted us to meet up with him in Riverwood, so let's proceed.
We should go inside to talk. What's going on? And who's this? He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? It's fun. Hold on like this, go in town. And I've got better things to do than listen to more.
And now that we finally met up with Hadvar, we can update Alvar about all this.
Sigrid, we have company.
Sigrid. There she is.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you.
This is going to be very plot heavy, so let's make sure our audio is up for everyone listening.
Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Yes, Alvar. Whatever he's offering, go ahead and take as free items.
The Jarl needs to know there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Absolutely, my friend.
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Until next time.
Did you really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Hush,
Well,
Joel.
I'd
Don't
better
pester
get
your
back to
mother.
work. You two make yourselves at home.
Okay, and with all that said, we now have free reign of the house, except for the one random thing that still is considered theft, if you take. So you can use the beds, which is crucial in survival mode. You can take nearly any item.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
It's nice to be back
Absolutely
in
no
a friendly
trouble.
spot, huh? Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make
you
your own
really
way to
see a
solitude from
dragon?
there.
And now everyone's talking together. So let's adjust that back down. There we go.
I'd recommend heading to Whiterun, just down the road from here.
And what we will do in our time here is go ahead and take on some of the smaller, fast missions that are just scattered throughout town. For instance, one item we can grab, which will help us with our bow and arrows and a home later on, is right over by the lumber area. There should be a axe we can take, so we can cut our own wood. Drop some more low value items until we can move again. Again, cheese and wine is usually very heavy. Chops, and now we're on the dot, not under it. One more thing. Goodbye milk, and we are good to go. And we'll use the axe anytime you see one of these wood chopping blocks to get yourself wood. For arrows, building supplies, etc. Now there is someone over here who will initiate a small internal quest for us. And sometimes he likes to stay just outside town in this seating area. Mushrooms. Go ahead while we're at it and eat any ingredients that have unknown effects. Like there's 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll help us get our alchemy built up faster. And I'm not seeing our friend because it is too late at night, so wait 12 hours till morning. 13 to be safe. Okay. Now people start making their way out of everywhere. Let's go ahead and start offloading some of our items. We can do this at the Riverwood Trader, the second building in.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Turmoil at the Riverwood Trader.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Turmoil between brother and sister. Let's see what's going on.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I could help you get the claw back.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, By the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
You notice he said by the 8. That tells you what side of the war he's on. Alright, Lucan.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Do you sell spells?
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Sometimes it's the small dialogue like that that can give you ideas for major parts in the story. As you see there, visit the College of Winterhold. That will be a huge part of our playthrough going forward. Getting many of the spells, mage abilities, while we're up there. But for now, let's offload some stuff. Most importantly, we want to get rid of everything that has high value that we don't care to use. Dagger, the two-handed weapons. We only need one bow. Of the one-handeds, this one's stronger. And that is our strongest two-hand. So we have one two-hand, one one-hand, one bow. That's all we need. Pickaxe and woodcutter's axe are crucial. Checking out armor. All that stuff can go. And as you sell items, the more valuable stuff you sell, the faster your speech skill will raise. But every little bit is raising the speech skill in the background. With the higher speech skill, we will get better prices when buying and selling, as well as the ability to sell stolen goods and have the business have more money available. I do not use potions. We have healing spells. The only thing that's really worth your time are the full restores for health and magic. And since we're not playing Survivor, we do not need food. I always keep quest-related reading material. The generic ones can go. And notice he's out of money, so let's see if there's anything we can buy just to offload even more items. Ideally, always want to look for this magic. Oak Flesh helps raise our armor rating. Conjuration spell for weak monsters. Ward to protect from people using spells on us. Fury I rarely find a use for. Frostbite goes really good with the Sparks spell. And Clairvoyance, which oddly enough is more useful than people think. It can get you out of tricky situations when you're stuck in some of the more complicated caves and dungeons. We always want to keep our smithing supplies unless there's nothing else to drop. And all you have to do is read the books to gain the abilities. As for which ones we'll actually care to use, we want one conjuration spell that's pretty neat. We want all three fire, ice, and electric. We definitely want our defensive spell and healing. Don't really believe I'm going to use the others much. Back to Skyrim.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
You mean the building roof? That's what I see.
Thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps.
And even from here, you can barely see it. But I believe that's it just there. Yep, right there to the left. So there's Bleak Falls Barrow that we're headed to. Now, if we can find them, we can also finish off the small quest of... Where is he? I'm not seeing him, so I'll add it to our next video. Instead, we'll go ahead and hammer out the small one
Take
with
what you need,
Alvor.
my friend. May the gods watch over your back.
So he will have a small tutorial on how to use smithing that you can do with him.
Aye,
We are at the forge.
whatever you need. Buy this mirror if it's simple and... I see no. The grindstone will... If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Here it is. Need any help around the forge?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Until next time.
So, the main forge itself will have the little blower on one side, anvil on the other. And here, he wants us to make an iron dagger. So go down to iron menu. Dagger, you'll see at the bottom, takes 1 iron ingot and 2 leather strips. He gave us the materials. Make it.
That's a decent weapon you've made there.
Go
You
back to
looking
him.
for a new blade? Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Okay.
All right then.
So to increase the lethality of our weapons, you always want to take them to a grindstone. In this case, he wants the iron dagger better, and it'll just use more of the material. In this case, iron, as seen below. So use that, and it can be upgraded to a fine iron dagger. The higher your smithing skill, the better you can increase it. So if you have a fine iron dagger, and you get to level 100 smithing, you can then upgrade it even further to a legendary iron dagger, or flawless iron dagger. So select, confirm, and there's our upgraded iron dagger. Back to Alpha.
Take what you need, my friend. This looks good. Put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Aye.
Okay, so anytime you get animal pelts or any type of raw leather, take it to the tanning rack, and you can, in this case we have deer hide, we can break it into 2 leather. And you can also break leather into 4 leather strips. Back to Alvar.
You looking for a new blade? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing.
Mainly straps.
Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Until next time.
As we saw before, we go to the forge to make the weapons and armor. So hide, helmet. Hide menu. Helmet, in this case, took 2 leather strips and 2 pieces of leather. There it is. Back to Alvar.
I could forge you a war. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate.
I'll take the job.
Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there.
Okay.
All right then.
And just as you see the process, we make weapons and armor at the forge. We use the grindstone to improve our weapons. We use the tang rack to break down our pelts into leather and our leather to straps if needed. And we use the workbench to improve our armor. So in this case, the hide helmet. And since it was made with leather, it requires leather to upgrade. We're going to take it a step further since we're here and go ahead and upgrade our own armor. There we go.
Take what you the sneaky type? Got some nice daggers around here somewhere.
Not on this playthrough.
You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Skyforge steel.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I'm making dragon bone armor. Okay. Now, I couldn't find the air quest. It looks like it's coming right at me. So we will proceed with that in the next video, which I'll have up soon. For now, that was an introduction to Riverwood, the main quest, the quest start for the Golden Claw, and the smithing tutorial. In the next one, we will go ahead and tackle the other internal quest here, which is currently walking away from me, as well as Bleak Falls Barrow. Thank you for watching.